Alright guys, hello and welcome back. It's time for the finals of the first EU Challenger Cup for Season 2 Summer Split. Poppy is going to be facing off against EloFisherS in this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a big game for both these teams. Both these competed in the relegation battles. Unfortunately for both of them, they didn't make it to the Pro League, but they're back again in the Challengers Cup. This time stronger than ever, and they should be looking for one of these top positions, along with Spicy Waffles, who went out earlier to Team Bizarre. But the top 8 teams here looking pretty strong, and this time GateFisher's team of EloFisherS is going to be going up against the Papis. The picks and bans are coming through.
Yep, it's going to be Bastet Sylvanas removed, Cirquette and Bellona banned out by the Papis. And with that, someone we haven't seen so far today because of all those bans coming out in her direction, Athena, going to pop up for the first time today.
Yeah, she's been taken out, but when she doesn't get taken out, it means that people like Cirquette get through or Thor get through. But Thor does get through this time, shockingly enough.
Yeah,
what's being covered on right now?
Second game in a row. It's also going to be Medusa getting looked at and locked in by the Papis for that duel. And again, we'll see if she ends up playing that. It worked out pretty darn well last time. We've also seen Ojaboom on the AD carry in that soul lane a couple times today. So I don't know if Medusa's soul lane necessarily worked out quite as well as, like, say, Neith, but yeah, it's always a weird kind of option they could try out if they wanted.
I mean, Medusa's been Watchy's been playing Medusa quite a lot. He seems to really like it. It seems to be a go-to pick for him. He's very confident on that god, and he probably will go to Watchy, that Medusa. Back across the way, though, we're going to see the boys of EloFisherS picking up the Agni and the Neith for themselves as well. Neith, as we all saw, she's pretty strong, but late game she kind of suffers a little bit in terms of damage potential, at least in terms of hyper carry status. And it's back to the Papis for what they're going to choose mid.
Poseidon locked in for that one. The typical good wave clear, good strong burst with that Kraken. The cripple is, of course, always a nice thing, especially Agni and Neith. Can't backflip out of it, you can't Path of Flames, you can't preempt a strike in the case of Athena either, so it'll have some pretty good utility against all the opponents that have picked up so far, at least for EloFisherS.
Cataban phase is coming through now, and it's going to be Bastet taken away. Obviously, Bastet taken away. Well, that was already was all. I apologize. They banned the all there. No, I'm looking at the side of EloFisherS of what they were banned. I thought it was Bastet, but that was first banned. It was actually all this time. I think that's a good ban just in case Ojaboom is going to run these hunters in the solo lane here. It'd be interesting to see what he does to turn 2 now if he goes for a hunter again. Apollo still available, so is Roma if he chooses to go for the solo lane hunter style again. Get picked up, and it's back to EloFisherS though to see what they're going to round out that composition with.
It's going to be 2 picks for those guys. They could still be looking for support, a jungler, maybe even a solo laner. They have some pretty big options available for them. I know if, assuming Pikachu is still playing in the jungle for EloFisherS, favors quite heavily those big aggressive assassins. Xbalanque is getting hovered over right now, so that could indicate a Neith mid or a Neith solo. Like we said, they have some options available to them. This is, there's the Ymir getting locked in. That does mean one of the two is going in a non-support role. Xbalanque will be locked in as well, going that double Guardian, double Hunter composition with Agni to back up with a lot of AoE magical damage. That could be a pretty strong composition for them.
Yeah, it's more than likely going to honestly be Athena in the support role. Sorry, in the jungle or solo role, more than likely. I mean, sorry, it's going to be jungle role, and Ymir will be in the solo lane. Potentially, though, you could see Ymir in the jungle as well. They both do the same sort of thing. They're both going to be able to do the same sort of thing to the composition as well. But it's back to Papis now and what their last pick is going to be here. I think this is important.
Well, they definitely don't have that swing option with Geb, so Geb is going to be solidified in that support role. More likely than not, it is going to be looking for a solo laner. They then go with the more traditional balanced team composition with Hercules getting locked in for their final pick. He'll be okay pretty much up against anyone they stick in that lane against him. And then later on, once he actually starts joining fights, the amount of displacement he offers with that driving strike and the Earthbreaker, plus that boulder that no one really wants to get hit by in the first place. We'll see how that works out. Ojaboom, at least so far today, has been favoring those hunters, going to the tanky role. While I'm sure he's very familiar with it, it'll be the first time we're seeing him so far today on stream outside of a hunter.
Well, let's see how these two teams line up. Game 1, best of 3 as per usual. Week 1 of the EU Challenger Cup final on your screens after this very short break as we get these guys loaded into the game.
Alright guys, music, stop being difficult today. It's time for the finals. The Papis facing off against EloFisherS in this one. Teams are can do. Who are we watching play who today?
If you don't know these teams by now, you should do. They've been around a while. EloFisherS going to be played by EloFisherS for LOL in the solo lane playing Neith. Pikachu in the jungle playing jungle Ymir. Darza in mid lane playing Agni. Fisher playing Xbalanque alongside Big Man Tings on the support Athena. Across the way though, the Papis, you know them, you love them. Who's playing?
It is going to be Archangel playing Geb once again in that support role. Warchi reprising his role as Medusa as the AD carry. Pospal Suelo in the mid lane once again as Poseidon. Boom switching things up, going with that Warrior Hercules over in that solo lane. Finally, Dalo in the jungle as Thor.
Yep, and they're the two compositions. You can see early wards got placed down by both teams early on here. It's potential for the Papis to invade here. I'd be looking for that against this Ymir and against the Neith early on. They do have kill potential, but they have to respect Ymir jungle. Ymir can put out an absolute ton of damage early on with just Glacial Strike. And I think that's what they're respecting here by not going for the invade, is Ymir more than the Neith.
Absolutely. The Frostbite passive coming off as well. Once he hits that Glacial Strike, the damage coming up from him is just kind of absurd. He's not... Did he actually? No. Okay. He did, excuse me. The potion was already used. He's going for that purple potion start, which means he's going to be doing just that much more damage early on. It's a riskier start.
They are going to invade, but the blue buff from the blue ward from EloFisherS make sense and show this off as being invaded on. Ymir does not have a hog, and now there's not a lot they can do to stop this one. But they've got to respect Pikachu's Ymir.
They definitely have to. Manacamp's getting to that point. It is going to be stolen away. Are they going for the fight? Damage coming out low. EloFisherS getting pulled back in this one. Driving Strike into the pit as well. Glacial Strike trying to buy time. Good body blocks by Pikachu, but teleport will get Dalo out of that one alive. Boom gonna have a nicely refreshed mana buff for himself. So they head to lane. It's gonna be an interesting lane matchup for these two, with EloFisherS going to be on the back foot for a little while, relying just on that bluestone.
A little bit surprised Pikachu didn't just go for the all-in on the Ymir, onto the Thor then, but once the Glacial Strike hit. They had the opportunity to do it, and he could have been really punished because of it, and unfortunately it wasn't. Darza in mid lane went a bit aggressive there, lost a couple of minions to the tower because of it, didn't actually get the Path of Flames off onto them, so one or two little bits of gold wasted there, but he's fine for the time being.
Yep, as they kind of roam around the map. Mana buff on the side of the Poppy is going to get picked up this time around, refreshing that timer yet again. Mid lane, a little back and forth trading. Darza took a couple ticks from that mana pool, the whirlpool, excuse me, using that Path of Flames once again. Going to end up missing. The Archer is going to either have to tank up the damage or lose some more gold.
Just a little bit. It's not too much to write home about, though. Generally, Agni's do get pushed in a little bit by Poseidon earlier on, but he did take a bit of poke there that he didn't really want to. But one health potion will keep him sustained up for now, so he's not going to worry much more than that for the time being.
Taking a peek at the dual lane for the moment. Looks like Archangel a little worse for the wear right now as far as health is concerned. Still some mana pots in reserve. That Watcher's Gift as well. Some nice little healing per 5. Got the health bars roaming back up. Big maintains going aggressive with that Preemptive Strike. Looking for some damage. Just going to find some farm. No real setup for a taunt on that one.
Well, everyone just farming away as per usual for the time being. Warchi pushing onto this lane of the EloFisherS. Is going to back away, play it safe for the time being. Mid Harpies due up in about 40 seconds time. As you can see, both the mid lane and jungle rotate for the back Harpies here. Ready, looking to get themselves to level 5 before this mid Harpy fight.
Yep, and for now at least, the mid-Harpy fight is 30 seconds out. What was that timing on Agni? You know, when those tail things was harped on? It was 2-minute 39-second mark, which you need to have that ultimate online for to actually get that second Rainfire Bomb available for the mid-Harpy fights. Darza, I'm not sure if he had it, but he's going to have, well, we can zoom in a little bit. It looks like he's going to have a second Halo available once they spawn. So they are prepped and ready for the fight. We'll see if they look for it or if they just look to trade these camps 1 for 1.
Well, Pikachu's level 4 right now, and it's Athena too. The fight against a Poseidon, you don't really want to take a fight against Poseidon and Thor, honestly, at this stage. It's a bit too risky, so they're going to just trade out 1 for 1 in terms of Harpies, which is fine for them. Pikachu's going to hit level 5, and everyone's going to go back to farming once again.
So a slower paced game. Really no surprises. Kind of the overall EU meta. A couple of the early games were like really big explosive games, kind of contrary to what we expect to see out of EU. Just kind of different play styles overall between the two regions. But, you know, they're going to kind of feel each other out a little bit. They don't want to make any big over-aggressive plays. They're going to look for plays to present themselves, though.
There's a big play. Thor's actually gone to the sky as well. They've committed a lot on Archangel, but maybe it's Pikachu who needs to watch himself if Thor comes in. There's the all-in onto the Pikachu. The spin from Berserker Barge, but there's the freeze and the Athena ult in response. Dalo finds first kill. Darza gets one in response, though. Archangel stands tall. It's a 1 for 1 trade, but the gold lead goes to the Papis for the first blood.
Yep, that's a big one. Archangel can take a decent bit of damage. The stun is good. Path of Flames as well coming down. World Weaver from the right side of the map. Suelo gonna block that shot. Flame Wave does connect, but Archangel gonna survive. No passive active for Darzer. It had just gone off with the Path of Flames previously. So big explosive play. That's the way you cast games. When you want something to happen, you complain about it not happening. The caster's curse kicks in, and suddenly you have a big fight. For the first blood, like you said, though, Poppy's small victory in that, although it was down almost to the split-second timing of who died first.
Yeah, it was a split-second timing. It was a good fight from both teams, honestly. But, like I said, Poppy's got a small edge for the timing, just because of the first blood gold that you get a bonus of. Checking with the Hunters, though, we did see the Fisher did go back to base there, pick up some beads as well as the Heartseeker. Medusa across the way has that Heartseeker stacking as well. With a little bit of an advantage on that Heartseeker stacks as well there for Wachi. So that should be good for him. But the buffs of respawning and the blue boss being invaded again on the right.
Yep, there's Frost buff coming out. They do not want to have EloFisherS stuck without a mana buff for the second set of buffs, but they're looking for the steal again. Agni cannot rotate over because currently Archangel is nearby in that lane. So it frees him a little bit, but the Hand of the Gods is about to come down.
Left side.
Stolen again.
Okay, Wachi is going to get out of that. I thought Wachi was in a bit of trouble there. Did have to use his ultimate to disengage, but driving strike on the right does connect with Lopez. He does backflip away. A good freeze from Pikachu. The turnaround is on his Xbalanque. His ultimate has been popped. There you go. Boom! Not just Ymir, but so does Darzer with the Agni bombs, picking himself up a double kill for that rotation. EloFisherS making them pay for the Papis' aggression for the blue buff.
Yeah, a lot of that was the fact that Suelo went for that back damage buff. It freed Agni to rotate out of that lane safely without losing any farm going back and forth. And because of that rotation coming in, like we saw, that double kill ended up coming out. EloFisherS was thinking about that mana buff, but the timing was just not there. You see Poseidon already heading over trying to stop that steal. He's not going to find anywhere there. Ojaboom will be able to pick that up for himself again. So, you know, 2 kills in the bank, lack of a mana buff. EloFisherS doing good without it so far.
Yeah, left top, he's going to be spawning a little bit sooner than the right, ever so slightly. Not by much, though. You can see Daz is already around here, looking around, going to be dropping a ward down, I suspect, very, very soon. Did actually throw one down. Oh, he did throw. No, he's not throwing one down just yet, but he's looking for these on his own here. Needs to be a little bit careful. He's not got support. Thor's going to the sky. Daz could be caught.
Oh, he's going to get out of the Path of Flames beyond the Whirlpool.
Wow.
Oh! The Wumbo combo with the help from across the map. Double kill coming in. Darzer 5-0-0 at the 6-minute 30-second mark, and both Harpy camps are still up.
Well, Ojaboom's going to go in to try and do some damage, but he's taking a lot from the Path of Flames once again. Ojaboom has to put the mitigate wounds, but it's not going to heal him for much more. Big Man's Hands might look for a big taunt there, but going to change his mind. They're going to focus on the mid-Harpies. Dalo didn't wait for Darz's dash. That was a big thing then. He didn't wait for the dash. He dunked before the dash happened. Yeah. If he would have waited, they could have picked up Daze. I guess they suspected, oh, Ojaboom's dead.
He is driving strike and buying time. The mitigate wounds out, knocking off Glacial Strike from Pikachu. Secures that kill. Right side, EloFisherS is looking for the tier 1 tower. Probably going to take it. Gold Fury has been started. Darzer is zoning out, but he's not really in a happy spot right now. Gold Fury is getting close, though. It's going to force the reset.
Yeah, Darzer is going to go down in trade. The Kraken's going to come out on the backside. Gold Fury's still alive, though. The big Papis are turning this one around. They're going to get the Gold Fury as well. And Pikachu explodes in the icy cloud. Meanwhile, Neith does get the tower, but they overstayed their welcome to the EloFisherS. Yeah. Papis made them pay.
Yeah, they played that very, very well. They got the pick in the Ojaboom with that, tried for the Gold Fury, but you have to always be so wary of that Kraken. It caught 3. 2 were able to get out. 1 fell to the end with Pikachu falling towards after that. If anybody else had been nearby, though, when that Shards of Ice popped off, hit 3 other guys for pretty much most of their health, anybody could have looked to clean up had they been there.
Like, the scoreline was 1-1, and then Darzer picked himself up some good, quick kills and got himself to 5-0. And then if you check the charts and the experience in gold, you can now see all that hard work that EloFisherS did on the lead has now vanished. It's both in Papis' favour. Experience is relatively even between the two, but gold lead is all theirs right now. On top of the fact, like, it's a good position for them. The only benefit for EloFisherS is if they did take down that tier 1 side on the right.
Yeah, small little consolation for them. They're going to be looking for EloFisherS to kind of... with the Hunter, it's kind of interesting. Typically, you'd expect the Warriors in the Soul Lane, or even Assassins, to start rotating around as soon as that mid lane, or tier 1 fell. World Weaver's getting charged, looking for a gank mid lane again.
Oh, they're going to find one as well. Suelo's in a bit of trouble there as the dunk comes in for Big Man Tings. They don't have a taunt available just yet. They're looking for one now. Is he going to be onto Archangel? Is the question. No, the World Weaver was used, as was the Darkness of Night. And Wachi finds himself a kill on to get Fisher as all this was going on.
Yep. That's going to be unfortunate over there. Warchi on the Medusa, she's kind of, that's a ranged assassin, has a very good kit setup if she can land that last rate to secure the kill. Pikachu caught out by that wall from Thor, not getting out of that one alive, but Darzer's looking for kills yet again. All abilities on cooldown, can't secure it. EloFisherS now looking to get out as well. Gonna take a little bit of poke. Can the Earthbird from Boom land and bring him back in? We'll find out in a second. It will not.
Oh, the juke was just good enough from EloFisherS. Left hand side, though, Warchi still putting pressure on this tier 1 tower. Big Man Tings has come back to defend here, but you can see the aggression in mid lane against the Kraken. He's going to actually connect with one, and the Aegis was fantastic actually there from Darza to keep himself alive. Did cost him Beads 1 and Aegis 1 to get out of that destruction. EloFisherS also used Beads there, but they were rank 2.
Warchi's on his way, going to look for these back. He might be in range in time to find this kill. Darza going to come around this corner just a split second too late on that one. Yeah, big plays, big turnarounds coming to mid lane as well. Poppy's cleaning up with 2 kills overall on that, with no answer back from EloFisherS in this particular instance. It's kind of an interesting thing. The Warriors Assassins in Soul Lane, we're going to fight for touch on that eventually, but Big Man Ting's taking a bit of poke from Warchi, looking to lock Big Man Ting's down. They might find a kill here.
Taunting him in, but now Darza's back as well. Doesn't find the stun, but the damage from Warchi was nasty onto Darza. They're going to force him back as well. The Petrified did connect nicely to stop the engagement there. Now they're looking for the purple buff. Darza knows it's going on, but there's not a whole lot he can really do here right now, as comes in Poseidon again.
Yep, dropping in Defender of Olympus. Thor's up in the air as well, looking to reinforce. He's going to have a big on fight breaking out here in just a second. Damage, Warchi gets 1. Dalo finds that second one. Big Man Tings so low. They're looking to clean this one up.
Dalo's dunk was big, then Big Man Tings is about to fall down, but so is Archangel. Pikachu looking for the enhance to bring him down, does find it, but he's taking so many basics. Warchi, he walls himself into doom. It's super effective, and the red buff does go down as well in favour of the Papis. So they steal the purple, they steal the red buff, and they get themselves 4 kills for 1. Plus the mid Harpies on the left, right hand side. Guess what Ojo's doing? Hi EloFisherS, it's my buff now.
Hit again.
Maybe.
The shot. No, it was.
Only just.
It's one of those rough things. Like to consider EloFisherS doing a good job with this. We might have a moment to actually get this kind of line of thought out. Warriors and Assassins in that solo lane generally tend to want to push that tower down and rotate. The Hunters are in a bit of an odd spot. They need a lot of farm and really don't get that option to rotate out. Boom has teleport as well, so Neith is kind of going to have to be very, very on top of rotating around if a fight is possible to break out, because Boom can reinforce much more quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that whole team fight came to Dalo dunking in. That dunk down from Dalo was so big. Just changed it completely on its head between the two. Archangel go for a bit of aggression there randomly. He needs to be careful because Pikachu and Big Man Tings are here. And without that rollout, what's he going to do?
Not a whole lot. Petrify is going to be good for the slows and a little bit of damage from behind. But now they're looking to turn this one back around. Big Man Tings took a bed. Dalo and Paspal Suelo are in hot pursuit. Pikachu not in a great spot. Going to throw the wall, buy himself some time.
And Daisy's going to come around with a stun, but Warchi's actually going to beat it immediately, lacerate onto Darza. Darza has to dash away. Thor's in the sky though. Pikachu is under threat. Pikachu is no more. And now they're going to get another kill for themselves. Pappy's doing good work in these little engagements. Looks like EloFisherS has rotated all the way over though. They want to make something happen here, EloFisherS. And there's no wards for the Pappy, so no.
They're all caught down in the middle. That's a lot of damage getting burst down. Double kill coming out. Could be a triple. Loaf finds one more, but Swalo answers back. Loaf gets a double. Darzer gets the double. That taunt set up by Big Man, but that they were just grouped up. What was Big Man Ting? Yeah, he was in the middle of them. That taunt got all 4, and the AoE just rains down on top of all of them.
It just, although Hercules is teleported in here, they don't have a Hog 3. The boulder's going to come out and hit onto Get Fisher, who has to disengage. Boom saves the Gold Fury threat for the time being. He won't be able to do it solo, though, I can guarantee you that much. But Daisy's a little bit, Darza's a bit too close there, rather, and has to dash away. Boom's still marching on forward, but Pikachu's here, and Darza actually baited him to stay around, because here comes the combo.
Random strike, they're going to go for the taunt's about to follow up. Boom about to be turned around big time. Driving strike away. Pikachu's going to look to give chase, but Stone Shield, mitigate wounds. They're going to try for the Gold Fury again, but Poppies are all back up and ready. Full health bars for the most part, except for Boom. They may not be able to push
careful with this. Yeah, they see an Archangel die. It's like, no, rip, back up. Dalo's going to be alive as well with the ultimate available if they need it as well. They're just going to drop the red buff for the Puppies right now. It's 12-11 at 13 minutes in. 2.9k gold lead, sorry, experience lead for the Puppies. Experience lead of 2.5k as well for the time being. We'll see what they can actually do with this though, but Big Man Ting's going aggressive and watching again.
Yep, there's the World Weaver coming from across the map yet again. Will they thread that needle? Archangel perfectly positioned to absorb that one. Halo is up, Big Man Ting's Pikachu in prime positions.
dashed at the right time. He actually managed to get out of range of that, but it wasn't that case for the Pikachu, who's surrounded once again. A Kraken defeats the Pikachu. Get that in your Pokemon cards, boys and girls. Get Fishes under trouble as well. The Petrify actually misses, and now Warchi is going to have to back away, but Delo's not having it. Well, he's going to have it now. They'll get the Gold Fury.
Yeah, they'll probably will. Big Man Tings is thinking about it, wanting to get in there, but there's currently a Delo trying to zone him out. Preemptive Strike past that. Now no way to go further forward. Fire Giant. Gold Fury rather will go down. Big Man Tings will fall as well. Darzer not in a great spot. Gold Fury still up. Excuse me, what am I talking about? EloFisherS do secure it. Second one of the game will go their way. Wait, what? What am I talking about? Was that a steal?
Did Darzer just steal that? Darzer stole that. Darzer stole that.
He did. We'll check the time.
Darzer stole that. Darzer stole that. Darzer stole that.
I was so confused briefly as to what happened because there was no reason that should have happened.
I don't know. Rewind. I need to find out. Rewind.
Yeah, I'm liking this. Well, yeah.
We will rewind. We're rewinding. Right. So we see the fight. La di da di da. Pappy's all in position, chilling in the back seat, doing the Go Fury. The hog gets used by Archangel Hog Daily. Archangel Hog Daily. The Path of Flames comes through. The dot damage is ticking from the man, the myth, the legend, the flaming man Darzer, and he's gonna take the Gold Fury for free. He does die for it afterwards, as we saw.
1,500 gold. Who cares? The only way that could have been more perfect was if Darzer was on the Swaggy skin. There's a bit of a perfect drive-by. I was like, Gold Fury? Sure, why not? Boom, it's mine. See you guys later. It's nice stuff. That's something I noticed that happened a little bit earlier in the previous game we watched as well. Archangel's a little quick on that trigger finger for the hog. Something to keep an eye out for. We saw it last game. That was the reason those Fire Giant steals occurred as well. So, it's gotta,
itchy trigger fingers.
Yep.
Itchy trigger fingers have allowed EloFisherS are way back into this one. They've dropped the gold lead again. The tier 1 tower got pushed down in mid, while that all happened too by EloFisherS on that Neith. So that drops down as well. They did actually steal away the speed buff then as well, I believe. Yep, we do see EloFisherS stolen away the speed buff while that all happened as well. Pikachu's going to get mid Harpies. The gold difference is pretty close. Experience still in Pappy's favor.
EloFisherS secured the mana buff, tried to pick it up while recalling, and didn't pick it up.
It's because he's got speed buff on. Died, and I just said that.
This is why me paying attention doesn't help. I didn't. There's a glowy golden recall thing. It kind of hides and blends in. Is that in play?
Athena in the jungle, though, maybe a little bit out of position here up against these two, but Daz is in support again with a good stun onto Archangel. Pikachu will follow up, looking for a good wall. Freeze combo does connect, but the disengages what's been called. Warchi was rotating, as was Ojo Boom. A good call, but Daz needs to be careful there. He just used his dash aggressively, and he may get paid for that. Nope, 4 speeds. Thor's up, though. Daz is in trouble.
He is indeed. Berserker Barrage, plus a little picky pinata from Hercules to seal the deal. Archangel now in a bit of a bad spot. Shield is running through those shots from the tower. Warchi cleans up number 2. Big Man Tings answers back, though, on the back line of the fight. Health bars are low, but it's a 2v4. They can't really look for a fight or to pursue this anymore. But left side, GetFisher's looking for some tower damage, but minions are not really in place. The rotation's on its way.
It is on its way, but can GetFisher get himself out of here? He's going to base right in front of the minions here. The minions are going to block him out. That was nice from Delo. He actually used beads then to reset to get in range to stop the backing because he saw it happening. Next to the minions, GetFisher will pay the iron price there over in that lane. There's a potential for them to get the tier 1 tower down here, but meanwhile, what is EloFisherS doing on that Neith? He's looking for a tier 2. Oh, he's got teleport. It's all good. Ojo Boom's there.
He's getting that tier 2 pretty low. It's a big farm thing like we touched on earlier. Neith is never really going to have an opportunity to rotate around until she gets to that point where it's like, okay, I'm pretty much done in lane. I can leave it alone. Yeah, okay, so Ojo might get the tier 1, but I can just look to provide focus on the other side of the map. I wouldn't mind see them play, to see EloFisherS play this similar to how Papis did last game. Kind of give the mid farm to one of the hunters and kind of play sort of the same thing. Get the hunters fed, let the mid kind of play catch up a little bit because they do have the double magic damage dealer. It's not just a let's build physical protection and kind of counter most of the enemy team.
Well, so far so good for EloFisherS keeping themselves in it. Papis made a couple of mistakes that have allowed the EloFisherS to stay around, but this game is still the best of 3, and it's currently the first game in the series so far. You can see Century was being fought over by both sides at the moment. Pikachu in the jungle has worked on the semi sort of utility build here. He's going for an actual Medjai's this time after finishing the Wing Blade. He's not going to have much damage as the time goes on, but he will be able to be a front line, which is what he's after with these 2 Hunter composition.
Exactly, it works out quite well. We've seen so many times so far today, Pikachu getting caught by that Earthbreaker. Going to actually use the beads. That's a tier 1 3-minute cooldown on that one. Warchi's kind of looping around the backside of this one, looking for possible picks. They might look to dive this one out here in a moment. They know that this is going on, however. Pikachu will have gone back to base. Everyone else kind of just grouping up for the moment. Not really much to fight over. Just looking for the opportunity to find a pick. Maybe find an opportunity to siege that tier 1 down.
Maybe they're looking for Fisher right now. They could go for it. Lacerate misses, so does the wall. So Warchi goes back to farming. Big Man Tings dashes away from the rotation from Ojo Boom as well there. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Lofez has rotated. Left Harpies are available, but Papis are the ones in position to really take these ones down for free, and will do so.
If EloFisherS poking their nose around, we'll find the camp already all cleared out. Left side, Warchi not in a good spot. World Weaver getting considered. They're not going to use it right now. Warchi will have the Lacerate. There it is, going to lock him down. The wall. Warchi going to use the Petrify. Good dodge by Pikachu.
Petrify was really good. The Shockwave comes out and the dunk down onto Darzin makes him about 20 seconds. Fisher falls soon after. He was low on mana to really try and escape. Earthbreaker does not connect. The Kraken does, however. And Pikachu's in the world of hurt again.
He will follow from things of back kills. Now a 2v5 going forward. They're looking to lock down these last couple of kills. They're going to drop that Screw Dog. Try and buy time. Ojo from Tame the Tower. Warchi got aggro. Not the one they want to have that. If they can keep their health bar as stable, they can get this tower secured. And look what just spawned on the left side of the jungle is a Gold Fury, which they could try going for right now. It looks like they're going to go for.
They can do if they use Ojo Boom as a human shield to body block and stop Big Man Tings getting in here. The health bars of Papis are relatively low. They've got to be very, very careful if they choose to do this. Warchi is gone for the Heartseeker build, so he's not going to have that much in terms of sustain to tank this one up fully, but he can tank most of it up. It looks, though, that EloFisherS are not going to contest, which means this will be another Gold Fury for the Papis this time. Yep. Hog was used. Hog was correct. Good job, Arch. Good job.
Darza, unfortunately, back in base. A little too far. A little bit too far. With that, though, oh my gosh, the big call coming out. There is no vision of this happening right now, and we'll see if they even sniff this out. Where's Ojo Boom going? He's heading to the right side of the jungle.
This call.
Swalo is going.
This is a good call.
They don't know this is going on.
This is a call. This is a great call. Why would you think it's going on? You think they're all respawning? They're probably going to be checking the Gold Fury out soon. They don't have vision coverage unless on the purple side, but
they suspect
the rollout's a little bit too late. Fire Giant to EloFisherS and trade for the Gold Fury. And EloFisherS are in the game, but the golden experience is not on their side. The golden experience is still not on their side. It's going to buy them time.
Experience is going to be the big issue right here. Gold-wise, it's about 7,000 worth of stats on the Fire Giant buff, not counting the regen. So gold-wise, they're slightly ahead technically as long as those buffs hold out. It's like you said, the experience, though, they're down about 2 levels across the board, 3 in some cases as well. So this is going to buy them time. They'll be safe. Papis cannot look to kind of do what they're doing before that Gold Fury. They were grouping up. It's like, we're going to sit in the mid lane and just look for you to make a mistake. Someone to step out of position. Ojo Boom to catch somebody with an Earthbreaker and then just kill them. With the Fire Giant buff, EloFisherS can kind of deter that.
I mean, they can try and deter it. What they want to do now is just push out the lanes for the most part and try and farm up. Maybe find a pick, but catch up on the experience side, like we said, between these two teams. Get their Hunters to level 20 as quick as possible. Obviously, because EloFisherS 3 levels down on Warchi, so 4 levels down on Warchi right now, which is quite important to catch him back up once again. Lofez a little bit behind Warchi as well. Warchi's the big man on campus so far at level 20, and they want their Hunters online because their Guardians are doing okay so far.
Take a look at things. EloFisherS trying to make some use of this Fire Giant buff right now. We just had this conversation amongst ourselves. They're kind of taking some different options. They want to start taking down some of these towers, get some more gold in the bank. But they do have to be careful with that gold difference, or excuse me, the experience difference really coming into play. It's forming grouping. They have actually done a little bit of a lane swap. It's going to be GetFisher over the solo lane, farming up a little bit, trying to kind of even himself back up with Warchi, who's currently sitting 6-1 and 12, already level 20, 4 levels ahead of his opponent in lane.
Yeah, Fisher can't do anything there. That's why he's chosen to switch up the lanes here. Looking to farm. Big Man Sins goes in with the preemptive strike. Looked for the taunt. Didn't decide to use it, though. So it's still available. Pikachu, dueling with Dalo in the jungle there for a little bit. He does lose his Medjai's because of it, though. Where's Pikachu heading off to? Adventure time at the moment.
Trying trying to pull somebody off. He has to be careful. He drags Dalo off. Dalo just has to pop his ultimate and can join this fight in the left lane again. Big Man Ting's caught out of this one, though. Preemptive strike, trying to get out. Barely gonna live in that, but from the skies is Dalo.
Yeah, and there is a Petrify as well, chasing on as well, looking for the damage back in response as much as they can get off. The backflip comes out from EloFisherS. Meanwhile, Xbalanque is split pushing right hand side here. He's going to use the ultimate to dissuade them from moving. That will buy time for the team to keep running. And Daz is going to drop bombs to the backside. They're going to get a tier 2 EloFisherS here. And somebody needs to go back soon, or they will lose a Phoenix.
If they can delay the back tier long enough, this is going to be a big play for these guys. 2 members going back right now. They unfortunately cannot get through that front line of Ojaboom and delay that any further. It is going to be Warchi heading back, and right now, Getfisher cannot do anything with that. Darzer will fall as well.
Daz is dead. Daz is completely dead there. There's nothing he could do. He had the Aegis early to avoid the damage and then ate a Kraken instead. They will get a tier 2 tower though, the Papis, because of that. Will even get used by EloFisherS, but it's not enough to kill anyone here, and he has to watch his positioning because he nearly got hit by the Earthbreaker as well. Tier 2 tower will stand.
Looking for the follow-up, the Tall Tech and the Archangel damage from EloFisherS. It's not quite as much as Warchi, but will be more than enough in this particular instance. Geb channeling his inner rock to walk through that tectonic rift from Dalo and not get caught in place. Loaf still on the hunt right now, using Sprint 3 trying to chase out, but Suelo going to make good use, or at least try to make use of his passive, plus the Whirlpool to get away, but was not to be.
Both Hunters still have the Fire Giant though, so they can start to backdoor this with Big Man Tings here. They will do extra damage to that because they have the Fire Giant buff, even if they don't have minions for backdoor protections. It doesn't make a damn difference when you got the FG online. Level 20 on EloFisherS now though. First on his team to hit it with that Neith. Warchi, only one on his team as well. Fisher did get some farm up in that lane, now called to level 18, so only 2 levels off being max level as well. This game is going to be close.
Yeah, the big thing, though, is the fact that EloFisherS has kind of evened things out. He's going to go back to base. He's going to be able to pick up another item or so here. The big important thing is they now have a Hunter on equal footing with Warchi on the back of those couple picks. Yeah, it went kind of messy initially. With the tier 2 tower pickup, forcing Warchi to go back, and the following chase and very good defense by EloFisherS that tier 2 tower. Overall, that ended up going in favor of the EloFisherS, even though it started out very, very messily.
Well, there's a chance here for the Golf Fury to be taken by the Papis before the Fire Giant is available. They should know the Fire Giant is going to be up soon though and pull up a better defense, but they can definitely take this Golf Fury down in this position before the enemy team can turn up. As long as Archangel doesn't use the Hog here, which I don't think he needs to do, they will use the Hog though. Ooh.
This could be risky. They're not going to be aware that that occurred. I mean, you'd assume that the Wrath of the Gods in that particular instance was not used.
That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key. I think that's what Papis... That's more of a gamble than anything else. Papis gambled that they wouldn't think the Hog 3 was down. And even if it was, do you really want to try and do it when there's a Kraken on the enemy team waiting in the wings for you, plus the Thor dunk? I doubt it.
They'll play their hand, play the bluff, hope that EloFisherS don't, for some weird reason, decide to call said bluff. And at least for now, it looks like EloFisherS is going to be doing a little bit of a dance. They're not expecting Papis to commit to this right now, but they have to be wary. The Vision War is kind of on at the moment, but Papis have already used all of it.
Yeah, you can already see that the respawn of Archangel's Hog is going to be available in 10-15 seconds. Yeah. There's no chance they're going to be able to burst it down in that time. So the play worked out okay for Papis. They did the safer option and before they could zone out. Watching to be careful in mid though. Daz is coming around the back. They're going for Daz now. He was aware of it. The lacerate was used well. 2 bombs down for Daz as well. Meanwhile, the Dim will get Fisher a little bit overextended here. Big Man Ting's just taunted off. Meanwhile, there's a fight mid as well.
Yep, Darzer barely going to avoid that. Dalo comes in from the skies as well. We'll pick up that kill. Left side of the fight, Pikachu zoning out Warchi quite well, but Papis are looking to close this one down and get these kills. Kraken will miss though.
Kraken does miss, but they're going to be able to continue sieging the tier 1 tower. What he's doing with it. Nice route coming out from Neith there to take down Suelo on that Poseidon. That is a dead mid laner. Big Man Ting's looking for a taunt. Going to find a 3-man taunt. Where's the follow-up damage? The poison ticks are good. Warchi does take down Big Man Ting's. Pikachu is channeling that ultimate. It's going to do some damage, but not a lot with that build. The Hunters are trying to do what they can.
They're still alive. Getfisher's up. EloFisherS still full out. That driving strike should secure the kill, and it will. Over the wall, Dalo will get himself out and disengage successfully. EloFisherS did a pretty good job of turning that fight back around, but the health bars were kind of all going down at the same time. You need to confirm the kills. But that said, Papis, they left those Hunters alive for the longest time. If those Hunters dropped first, that could have been a very decisive victory for the Papis, as opposed to a bit of an even overall fight for them.
I mean, let's be honest, it was a 3-for-2 trade in favour of the Papis, and they also got the tier 1 tower, so works out okay. Though, EloFisherS is trying to do the FG.
See how this works out. You see
there's no
right straight over this way. Archangel's gonna be on his way over.
He realizes now. Archangel steps on a ward, and as soon as that happens, disengage happens. But the trade between the two needs to be careful because Pikachu's here.
He is the stun, the lockdown, the walls, all the abilities coming into play. Delo's up. World Weaver. Can they save the all-important sport with the Wrath of the Gods? Looking like yes.
Daz is dead because of it. The bait was real from Archangel. The boulder comes out to kill EloFisherS as well. Now the ultimate from Xbalanque buys him a second. But Ojo Boom and Swalo are chasing onto Pikachu. Access denied, says the wall. Papis get 2 kills.
Calculated. I don't know what the Spanish word for it, or Portuguese word, whatever the appropriate language for the Papis would be, but that would be what's going in my mind right now. Yep, totally planned that. Totally knew I'd survive with 25 health on my health bar. That was so close, and with that, 2 members are going to be down for EloFisherS. Everybody on the Papis up. They're kind of grouping up over here. I'd expect to see this Fire Giant started up. There it goes.
But let's see how this one goes now, because the Papis looking for the Fire Giant right now to try and do this one and bring it down and see what they can do. Big Man Ting's in position to try and taunt it off and make a play, but he's going to eat a Kraken to the face again. He goes down, Big Man Tings does, and the Papis get the FG.
Yeah, they're going to immediately head down this right lane, look for that easy tier 2 tower. Minions are almost in place as well. They could potentially look to push this towards the Phoenix as well. You see Pikachu as well as Getfisher recalling back to base and reinforcing the defend right now. But it's a full 5-member team of the Papis, all at full health. They have the lead. They have that Fire Giant buff. It's going to be a rough defense.
It is going to be a rough defense in this, honestly. It's been a backwards and forwards game from the 2 teams. The Phoenix is under threat. The Phoenix falls. The Earthbreaker connects onto Getfisher. He has to use beads, but the boulder will chase him down anyway. Backflip from EloFisherS to get away. I don't know if they're going to try and end here, the Papis. No, they're going to rotate from mid lane for the tier 2 tower. The wiser decision was made there.
Yeah, Archangel getting caught out. He may not survive this one. Stone Shield wall out. Roll out the wall. Immortal. Unkillable. God mode. Whatever you want to call it. He is getting in a fight somehow.
Hackerino. Earthbreaker connects. Driving Strike does as well, but beads were used by Pikachu. Washi got hit by the World Weaver, but immediately disengaged using what he could to get away from it. So it will survive for now. 31-16. The Papis are up in a good position. A game of backwards and forwards throws is what I call this one. Ojo Boom's in trouble again, but guess who's in the sky?
Delo coming down. Backflip will avoid that one. The Titan is under threat right now from regular old minions, not selling anything to be concerned about at this particular moment. But there's still 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on that Fire Giant buff. Maybe even a minute. Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. They have a lot of time to work with on that one. And they haven't even gone back to base and shopped. Golden Hand, 1800 on Thor, 16 on Poseidon. They have some shiny toys to pick up. Get the Gold Fury for even more gold. Why not? Maybe not. Just kind of chill and checking what's going on over there. But they have a lot of time to work with. There's still a tier 2 on the map to take. And those Phoenixes, well, they have fire minions to deal with in the right lane already.
EloFisherS got into such a good position in this game and then made a mistake of the Gold Fury. Like, they had Darza up in the mid lane, 5-0. He was in a really commanding spot this first game, and it didn't work out great. Honestly, they made a couple of mistakes, and then Papis, you know, stole the Gold Fury because of it. Then it came round, and EloFisherS misStole the Gold Fury because Archangel mishogged. And then we had the Fire Giant fight, and Papis are back in it, and they're in a commanding lead now.
Yep, so a little bit more kind of roaming around. It's EloFisherS kind of last chance to get any farm before Papis really finally group up and start to look to push this one home. That tier 2, you know, I don't really see EloFisherS looking to defend that one. You see in the right lane, Getfisher pushing that lane up as far as he can possibly do it in any sort of safe manner. Grouping is not quite on. You see Pikachu throwing down that wall. It's like, hey guys, Thor saying like, I have a wall too, Ymir, check it out. Comparing walls, and that tier 2 falling rapidly. Pikachu is not in a good spot right now.
No, he's not. He ran the backside, comes Swalo as well, and they're going to get some nice damage off onto him. Now we're going to use the Kraken. He's going to force the Athena ult as well. Maybe they'll chase. Yes, they will, because Thor's up.
And he's going to be able to come down onto somebody else right now. Going deep, going to look for anyone. Not going to find it. Petrify from Medusa. Not going to find EloFisherS. But the Lacerate will be good to secure that one.
They will be good. The tongue from Big Man Tings does grab Dalo, but no one to follow up that. Darza being chased down by Ojo Boom on the left-hand side, has to path the flames away. Fisher trying to do what he can with the crits he's got available to deal damage, but he has to back away. And the Phoenix doing what it can, but it has to die.
And it will fall left side. Phoenix now at threat. No minions nearby. They do not care. Ojo Boom just chilling, throwing out those taunts. Couldn't zoom the camera in time. Words are hard. Poseidon Kraken does get dropped down. Getfisher in a little bit of a world of hurt. Going to try and get back to the fountain. The boulder giving chase. Not going to hit. 3v5 defense. The Titan is dropping rapidly. Doesn't look like we're going to see the defense come out at 0% this time around, as the Titan will fall. Papis take game 1.
Papis do take one in good fashion as well. An interesting game between the two. It was very, very close in the early game, honestly, and I think it could have gone either way based on decision making. I think it was mistakes from both teams that made it so close as it could have been. But we'll see going into game 2 if EloFisherS can correct some of their early game mistakes that allowed the Papis to get back into that one a little more.
Yep, for sure. With that, it's going to be interesting going into game 2. We've been seeing a lot of these double hunter compositions come out. It's worked well back and forth. This particular game, like you said earlier during the cast, Darzer got off to a strong early lead. A little bit of a misstep coming out kind of turned things upside down on its head. So depending on how they look to play this one, double hunter composition, I'm liking it. It seems to be working quite well. And that wasn't necessarily a bad game by EloFisherS, but they need to just kind of tweak a little things here and there. Game 2, though, it's still anybody's game, anybody's series. One game, though, in the lead for Papis.
Well, guys, let's see exactly how this will play out. We'll be back shortly after this very short break with Game 2.